What's up guys, Caleb here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Architecture San Francisco Skyline. The set has 565 pieces and retails for $40 in the USA. This set does not include any minifigures, but it does have an instruction manual, so I'm going to show you that. At the bottom of the instructions we have an advertisement for the LEGO Life app, where you can actually access instructions online. It has a bunch of facts about the city itself. You can pause to read those if you would like. I'll go over all these landmarks when I'm giving you the tour. Shows you the bags, and it has this really nice black background. That looks so beautiful. I wish LEGO would do these in more sets, because it just looks really cool. On the back you got this like half design, half actual thing of the San Francisco skyline, and I think that looks really cool. Got the piece count, and then it's also got some advertisements for some of the other LEGO architecture sets. So overall, a pretty cool instruction manual, I thought. I liked it. This is the actual skyline, and this is a very good example of play versus display, where there's some sets that are aimed more toward playing, like for little children stuff, not so much display, but more for like fire missiles and stud shooters and features of a set. Then there's the more displayable sets like this one that are more aimed toward adults that have modern homes or whatever and want to display their Legos and make it look good. And so this is a perfect example of a display set. Like, you're not gonna get this for your 8-year-old grandson to build and like mess around with and play with and stuff. This is more of, alright, I want something that's going to look good on a shelf or somewhere in my house, and I think it definitely succeeds at that. Like, this is a good looking set right off the bat. It's really long. Like, it's a lengthy set. Like, for $40 you're getting a pretty big set. The first and probably most recognizable part of the set is the Golden Gate Bridge, and I really like what they did with it, where they made it almost like more 2D, where they have just a straight line and a tower here and a tower here. Instead of making it more 3D, they went with more of a like 2D feel, and I actually like how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. They used this wire piece as like the thing running along it, and overall, really good job. They even managed to include a mini little Alcatraz island beneath it, which looks beautiful. I love this building. It's got the lighthouse and sidewalks and even like a little lawn and everything. And I love how Alcatraz Island turned out. And yeah, that's one of my favorite part of the sets, actually, is Alcatraz Island here. Beneath of the bridge is Fort Point, which I believe is a military base that was used during the Civil War. That's what the instructions say. And it's also got this water, which looks very nice. They use cheese slopes to like make waves crashing up against the actual thing here, and I gotta say, that looks very nice. They use this water, and a bit of black actually peeks through, which I don't know if they could have fixed that or not, but that's one disadvantage of the water. And they got these transparent pieces that help hold it up without making it obvious that it's being held up. But overall, I think the water just looks incredible. Like, it's glistening whenever you shine light on it, and I think they did a really good job making the actual water aspect of San Francisco here. Moving on, you'd usually have Coit Tower here, I believe it was called. Like, it was a memorial tower, but I accidentally knocked it off somewhere. Can't find it, I'm sorry, it's not on there. And then if you move further to the left, we have the Painted Ladies, which were in a famous painting down in San Francisco, and those look really pretty. They had different elements with like little windows in it, but I also switched those out, so I'm sorry, it doesn't, I don't know, it looks better than that if you have the right elements. And then they even made a little road here, which looks really cool. They managed to like put little cars on, and I think that's like one of the coolest parts of the set, that they managed to include a little road. It's even got the exclusive San Francisco print. Yes, I love the black border along all the Skyline sets. I think it makes the whole set come together really nicely with just this all-black border along the edge of it. We arrive at Salesforce Tower, which is the tallest tower in San Francisco. And of the 3 towers here, it's probably my least favorite, just because of the top. I don't know. It's not very well rounded off at the top, I felt like. But the rest of the building's pretty smooth, and they did a good job with that one. Then there's the Transmercia Pyramid. I'm totally saying that wrong, so sorry. But this looks really cool. I've seen this in like movies in San Francisco and stuff, and I gotta say, they made it look really cool with the use of these hinge pieces with this other piece, and it I don't know, it comes together really cool. And then you get to my favorite building, which is the 555 California Street building. And they use these, like, grooved pieces to make it go, like, I don't know, it makes it look like there's actually windows and gives it some more depth that these other towers don't have. And that's my favorite building. I think that's, like, one of my favorite parts of the set is just this 555 building here. And it looks really nice. And that's about it for the front of it. While the front might look nice, the back doesn't look quite as pretty, in my opinion. It doesn't have, I don't know, it doesn't have all the streets and other buildings, and it just looks a bit plain and ugly in the back. Obviously, you're not going to be displaying it backwards or anything, so it's not a huge deal, but, you know, it's just a bit uglier on the other side, and I think that's okay, because most people are going to have this set against, like, a wall or something, like I did, and so you never actually see the back end of it, but it is a little bit ugly, just thought I'd point that out. So at the end of the day, should you buy the Lego San Francisco Architecture Skyline set? I would say, heck yes, go for it. This set is an incredible deal for $40. It's one of the cheaper Skyline sets, but it's still, like, one of the better ones, in my opinion. Like, this looks beautiful, and it definitely succeeds in displaying well. Like, somebody's gonna know, oh, that's the Golden Gate Bridge right there, you know? That people are gonna recognize this as San Francisco, which is a good thing. It's a really nice display piece, but it also looks a lot like what it looks like in real life, if that makes sense. And overall, I think this is definitely one of the better Skylines. You should go pick it up if you haven't already, and that's about it. I'm going to be giving this set an 84 out of 10, because one of the qualms I have is that this set is my hardest set to dust, because there's so many little nooks and crannies that get dust all the time, and it's very hard to dust, actually. But overall, it's a really, really good-looking set in general, and you should pick it up. And this is Caleb, sign off for now. Smash that like button and subscribe if you want to, but once again, I'm not going to tell you to, like every other YouTuber in the world does. So, signing off for now. See you later.